Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, welcome to the class. Our today's topic of botany is inflorescence. So far as this inflorescence is concerned, we have to deal first what is inflorescence. Inflorescence actually the inflorescence is the mode of development and arrangement of flowers on the flowered axis. जो flowered axis है उस पर कैसा अरेंजमेंट है फ्लावर्स का, फ्लावर किस तरतीब से बिखरे हैं, तो उस अरेंजमेंट को, उस डेवलपमेंट और अरेंजमेंट ऑफ फ्लावर्स ऑन द फ्लोर एक्सिस नोन एज इन्फ्लोरेसेंस. द फ्लावर्स आर अरेंज्ड विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द फिक्स्ड फ्लोरल एक्सिस. They are fixed as the floral axis. The primary stalk of the inflorescence is known as pedicel, and the stalk of the individual flower is called as pedicel. There are two terms. The so far as the pedicel, the primary stalk of inflorescence. So far as it is concerned, the primary stalk of the this is a primary stalk of it is primary stalk of this inflorescence. So far as this primary stalk of inflorescence, it is known as pedicel, and the stalk of the individual flower. So far as is concerned, stalk of the individual flower, it is known as pedicel. This is the primary stalk of primary stalk of the inflorescence. It is known as pedicel, and there in this case there is the long stalk of the flower. It is known as pedicel, and the flowers which have this flowers which have pedicel, they are known as pedicellate flowers. Flowers without pedicel are called sessile. Types of inflorescence. Inflorescence is of two main types. One is racemose inflorescence, indeterminate inflorescence. Second is cymose inflorescence. So far as these two types are concerned, racemose inflorescence first, second is cymose inflorescence. We can deal them one by one. So far as this racemose inflorescence is concerned, racemose inflorescence is an indeterminate inflorescence which shows indefinite growth and bears a number of flowers due to presence of active growing points. It bears a number of flowers, so it is indefinite or indeterminate inflorescence. It is also known as indeterminate or indefinite inflorescence because it bears a number of flowers due to presence of active growing. It has many active growing points. The arrangement of flowers is either acropetal. It is either acropetal means older towards base and younger towards apex. It may be acropetal or centripetal, older towards periphery and younger towards center. In this centripetal, the younger one is towards center, so it's known centripetal. Racemose inflorescence is of many types. It is mainly two types, simple and compound. And then it is also of many types. This racemose inflorescence is of many types. We will deal them one by one. First is raceme. Raceme. What is raceme inflorescence? An unbranched elongated pedicel, bears stalked or pedicellate flowers in acropetal fashion. In this case, they have pedicellate or stalked. They have pedicellate or stalked. They have stalk or pedicel. These flowers acropetal, that is older or towards base and younger or towards apex. They are in acropetal fashion. It is found in case of linearia, reddish, etc. It is known as raceme inflorescence. Unbranched, elongated, pedicel, bear stalks or pedicellate flowers. Wherever there is pedicellate flowers, it is known as raceme inflorescence. Second is sapphire inflorescence. An elongated pedicel bears sessile flowers in acropetal fashion. Here in this case, is also acropetal fashion, but the main thing is in this case sessile. There are sessile flowers, and they are sessile flowers. They have no pedicel. They are sessile. They are without pedicel. They are sessile. Such an arrangement known as sapphire inflorescence. Similarly, there is sapphire inflorescence. In case of sapphire inflorescence, sapphires are small and few flowered sapphires which are surrounded at the base by two scales or gilliums. In this case, they are at the base surrounded by two scales or two flowers. Two scales are gilliums. It is found in Gramineae family, that is wheat and some grasses. That is, it is mainly few flowers surrounded at the base by two scales. In the base, there are two scales surrounded by this flower. It is known as spike let. inflorescence. Next is catkin. So far as this catkin inflorescence is concerned, it is also one of the main inflorescences. The inflorescence is compact, unisexual, uh, hanging. It is unisexual, often hanging spike, which matures and falls down as a single unit. Which often matures and falls down as a single unit. It is found in mulberry, morus, शहतूत जिसको हम उर्दू में शहतूत कहते हैं और पॉपुलर जो होता है इसे विलो एंड एटस्ट्रा. In this case, the unit hanging spike which mature falls down, this falls down towards. So this arrangement is known as catkin inflorescence. Next is corum inflorescence. What is corum? An unbranched pedicellate wears pedicellate flowers. Pedicel wears pedicellate flowers in acropetal fashion, like the typical raceme, but if the pedicels of the lower flowers are longer. In this case, the flowers of the lower flowers, they are longer. They are longer as compared to upper ones. The longer flowers, lower flowers are have longer pedicel. In this way, all the flowers come to lie at the same level. Here, they all come to lie in the same. They have same level at the top. Such arrangement is called corum inflorescence. It is also arranged in the form acropetal fashion, that is younger or at the top and older or at the base. Lower flowers longer, but in this case, the pedicel of lower flowers or is longer as compared to the upper ones. Such arrangement is known as corum. It is found in the candy tuft, etc. Next is umbel. All the pedicellate flowers arise from a single point in a centripetal fashion because the pedicel is reduced. In this case, pedicel flowers arise from a single point. All the flowers they arise from a single point in a centripetal forest. That is, the younger ones are at the center fashion because the pedicel is reduced. In this case, pedicel it is reduced. It is reduced. Pedicel is reduced. In this umbel arrangement, an envelopes or a whorl of bracteates is often present at the base of flowers. Whorl of bracteates is present at the base of flowers. Umbel is also inflorescence in family Apiaceae. Umbelliferati, it is found in Apiaceae family. Umbel inflorescence. Next is capitulum. Capitulum, so far as the capitulum is concerned, capitulum is also an inflorescence of this. It is also known as. It is also a type of this racemose inflorescence. The pedicel is somewhat flattened to form a receptacle that bears small cell flowers. Here, small sessile flowers are formed. Small sessile flowers are formed. Where cell flowers called floretes. The latter or maybe tubular or ligulate. So the floretes are arranged in a centripetal fashion. In this case, centripetal fashion is also formed, that is a younger towards the center and older towards the periphery. In this case, younger flowers are formed towards the center. In this case, younger ones are formed towards the center. Such arrangement is called centripetal fashion. It is found in capsulum. Type is also a racemose head. Receptor that we are small cell, they call floret. These are known as floretes. It is found in family Compositae. Compositae, there is sunflower, etc. It is found also in many other flowers. This type it is also found in cosmos. And next is that is Sapedicus. Sapedicus is also a type of this inflorescence. It is a special type of sapphire which possesses a fleshy pedicel. In this case, fleshy pedicel and large green or colored bracteates called saphethi. The pedicel bears an upper colored and sterile appendix. In this case, it bears the upper colored and sterile appendix. The lower part of the pedicel possesses sessile. Lower for it bears sessile flowers. unisex flowers, upper male and lower female. Two-tailed flowers are separated by a downwardly directed strile hair or neutral flower. So each type of arrangement it is called a Sphaedicus inflorescence. A fleshy pedicel and large green colored bracts called as sepals is found in this type of inflorescence. And today it is sufficient. We will deal next time most type of inflorescence.